Hey, Sebastian here. Welcome to this video, and I'm here in Switzerland. Glass of wine, blanket. It's very cold, and a pretty nice view. It's pretty cloudy, but I think the weather will get much better. But anyways, guys, in this video, I wanna discuss how you can convert your business from an online job to an actual freedom-based business. And the reason I want to talk about this topic is because many times in the beginning we start a business for freedom, to have more time, to have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. But as we're going through the journey, what we create for ourselves is another job, like another type of 9 to 5 job, but online, right? You're sending messages to strangers, you're trying to convince them, you're doing all the content, the closing, the fulfillment, and you feel you have no time. You feel you cannot even take a vacation because if not, everything falls apart, and you're frustrated and you don't really have the freedom that you initially started for. So I want to talk to you about several practical things that you can implement immediately to actually convert your business into a freedom-oriented business. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is acknowledge the fact that you got yourself another job. Because once you realize, like, holy crap, like my business is like doesn't give me any freedom, that's when you make a change, right? So you gotta do the mindset shift first, before you can actually execute the steps. So realize the type of business that you build, the different elements to it, how your day-to-day looks like, the schedule, the tasks that you execute every single day. So that's the first thing, the mindset shift, right? Now that you want to pursue a freedom-based business, the second thing you do is take a look at all the tasks that you do. So you say, okay, I'm reaching out to 30 people a day that like my posts, people on Instagram, I'm reaching out to them. So I'm doing outreach. Then I need to do all the convincing via chat and voice messages. And then once I close a sale, well, by the way, I close the sales. So once I close a sale, I need to do the fulfillment, and then I need to repeat the process again. So you just identified all the different stages or parts of your business where you are personally involved, and when you are basically trading your time, energy, effort, and attention. That's the second thing, right? So realizing all the tasks that you do that take up your time, energy, and effort. The third step is to ask yourself, how can I get the same thing done, like the same outcome? How can I achieve the same outcome of every stage that we mentioned without me having to do it, all right? So that's the key. So for example, the content. Let's say that instead of having to create content every single day for 1 hour a day, you say, I'm gonna record one podcast per week, and then I'm gonna send it to this guy. This guy is gonna chop it in little parts, edit the parts, and upload them to my profile. Boom, you did the same thing, right? Got the same outcome done, probably in a better quality because it's a podcast, for example, and now you don't have to do it, and you are getting even better results. First part. Second part, instead of me having to chase people and send them a bunch of messages, like having, when people tell you, hey, send 100 messages a day. I mean, it works, but it takes a lot of time. Not everyone has hours a day to work on this. A lot of people have a job, right? So instead, you can have a very good ad running that attracts people into your world instead of you having to chase people. So now you're basically achieving the same outcome, but it's way more efficient because the ad is out there doing all the heavy work for you 24/7. You don't have to trade your time, energy, and money. Money, yes, it costs money. Time, energy, and effort, to attract people into your world, because the ad is a piece of technology that is doing the work for you. So the first part, for example, the content, you did the podcast, you chop it in little pieces, you got it done. Then the second part is getting leads. Instead of you chasing people, now people are chasing you because of the ad. Then the third thing is, before you did the convincing via chat, you had to educate them, you had to tell them about the business model, you had to tell them how everything worked, you had to do everything via chat, like convincing. And you're like, how can I achieve the same outcome of convincing me without me having to say everything again, all over again, via chat? So you say, oh, maybe I can record a video that explains how the business model works, how people can work with me, what it includes. So now you have the content automatic, you have ads coming into your world, and you have this video pre-educating people, convincing them, and saying everything you would have said, the exact same thing, but it's a video saying it. And the video can repeat itself 10 million times. It doesn't take more effort, it doesn't take more energy, it doesn't take more focus. You do the work once, and the video is being played an infinite amount of time. Okay, so now you got the content ready, you got people coming into your world in autopilot, people are being pre-educated, convinced, and getting all the information without you having to do it. You just freed up like 80% of the time, right? Now maybe in the end of the video you can tell people to schedule a call, and yes, maybe you can take the calls. I recommend that in the beginning, and close the sales. Perfect. But what happens when you have too many calls? And that's a problem, right? A good problem. So what you do in that case is, again, ask yourself the question, how can I achieve the same outcome without doing the work, right? Without having to trade my time, energy, and effort for it. So you're like, okay, I'll just use someone else's time. So you get someone on the phone and you teach them how to do it. And now you have the content, you have the leads coming in, the video is doing the heavy work for you, and someone else is taking the calls, and you're just focusing on fulfillment and helping your customers. And when you get to a point where there's too many customers, you ask yourself the question again, how can I get the same results for my customers without me having to trade time, energy, and effort for it? You get yourself a coach, train them, someone that already has results, and now you got yourself a freedom-oriented business. Now, yes, maybe you have the advertising costs, maybe the editor is charging you to chop out the little pieces of the podcast, and maybe you're giving 15% commission to your sales guy, and you're paying for ads. So instead of keeping, instead of keeping 100% of the profit, you're keeping 60 or 70, but you have freedom, right? Which is way more valuable. So maybe before you could hustle your way up $10,000 per month profit. Maybe now you're keeping 6K, but you have all the time in the world, and you can use this time to scale to 20K a month, to 50K a month. And this is the difference from getting yourself another 9-to-5 job online to actually having a business that gives you the freedom. Now, this is why I use a lot of technology in my business. I always have ads running. Right now I'm recording this video. I'm here with my glass of wine, and my ads are running, okay? Then that's a piece of technology, the ads. Another piece of technology that I use is email. I send an email every single day to my list, and I send, I provide a lot of value, and I also make offers. So with one single email, and I click a button and send it, I get thousands of people to read my email, and I just need to type it once and click send. And literally, it's just another level of leverage, having ads running and doing email marketing. This video, I recorded once, I might use it as an ad later on. Or maybe it gets 2,000 views, and it's there forever for the next 10 years. Leverage, leverage, leverage. If you want a freedom-based business, it's all about asking yourself the right questions. How can I do this? How can I achieve this outcome without doing this? How can I achieve X without this, right? That's the only way. If you never ask yourself the questions, you'll never find the solutions, right? So that's it. Hope you found this helpful. This is life-changing if you actually implement it. And if you want to work with me, there's going to be a link below, and I'll see you in the next video.